mean, I think it was interesting when we first started to see as young actors what it was like to be thrown into the midst of something so different to us, a show that was going to go on for the time, 5 years or more possibly. That we documented that, and now it's about the show, I guess, and you can enjoy that for what it is, and then you get to see great blooper reels like that,
those really are the best parts. That shows you the most about what it's like working on set, to be honest. Those blooper reels really do give you the best insight into our day-to-day.
Rupert really does behave well.
In season 4, I saw there was a deleted scene between Merlin and Arthur where Arthur gave Merlin his mother's sigil, and it didn't make it into the final episode, so I wanted to know why that was cut.
It's always a tricky one, sometimes cutting scenes, but sometimes the scripts end up longer than we thought, and we have to make these really difficult decisions, and that was just one of those. I don't actually remember.
No, it
was all a bit of a blur.
It was probably to do with an episode being too long, and we had a pick up on it, and we then rewrote that to change it. But we do often have to cut stuff we really like out of episodes. That is true. But if you don't make them a little bit too long, they tend to not be as good. Timing things is a good process.
I just have to say, even though the show is amazing, the costumes are so phenomenal. Morgana and Angel, I want all of your clothes. All of them. So my questions for the actors: do the costumes really help cement where the character is in that particular season? Like Guinevere, when she's in her normal wear, acts a certain way versus her queenly wear.
Yeah, I think it kind of changes the way you move, the way you stand, and the way you sort of present yourself. So it definitely helps me sort of, get into character, etc. Yeah, it's a pleasure to wear the costumes. They're amazing. Jane Spicer, the costume designer, has done an amazing job this year. I texted her actually before she started designing the costumes and said, okay, 3 years on, you're kind of a bit older now. I think it's all about off the shoulder this year. She listened to me.
I kind of answered the question already, I think, but what I like about my costume this year, despite what it looks like, it's actually very easy to move in. So when she's like strolling around the forest and everything like that, granted I do take half the forest with me. It's generally much clearer and much more. And it looks good. This is the last question.
Hi. What I want to know is, what's it like working with each other? Like, you guys are on set and you guys have different characters and you hate and you like each other, but what's it like off set?
I think that's one of the things that a lot of the guest stars that come on the shoot comment on is the great vibe that's on set. That everyone genuinely really gets on very well. I don't think there's ever been any conflict between anyone. Off camera, but no, it's good. I mean, it's good that I think we're shooting that sort of torture scene. Like we were still having a laugh in between. But yeah, I think it's that time when you've been working on the show for so long and you're confident to a certain extent in what you're doing that you can feel comfortable with the people that you're working with to be able to engage and disengage.
And the crew are a really big part of that. I mean, the crew we work with are unbelievable, and nearly the same one that we started with. And they're as much a part of the show as any of us, and create such a safe environment for all of us to work in. And I know it sounds cliche, but we're all really good mates. And you've got the Knights of the Round Table as well, so it's just like a big merry band of really hot men.
And then the really on set really was on the first week of the shoot. The Knights managed to use up all the moisturiser and who would use the moisturiser?
What is it that you call them? The Knights?
The Knights of the occasional table.
Alright guys, well just so you know, the entire cast will be signing at the Sales Pavilion. If you have a ticket, there'll be an exclusive Comic-Con poster. Also make sure you follow on